Please help me welcome the team from New Beni Suef University in Cairo and their faculty advisor, Dr. Mos'at Gayesh.
Captain, and we have
Islam Alek,
Muhammad Ayman,
and we are
Enactus New and Swift.
Since the government are unconcerned, let's do something ourselves. That was the notion of our team's president. These words inspired our project manager, and he thought that we need to shed some light on the most vulnerable groups of poor and extremely poor villages, and on cluster of villages, and on people who have the potential skill and entrepreneurial ability to become involved in producing and marketing products that can raise income. So we started this year by exploring all the villages in Beni Suef, and we laid our hands on one of the poorest villages around, which is the Sanur village. This village is full of resources that are being neglected by our community. The Sanur cave, the village, the Nile River side of the village, its fertile land, the village's waste, the handicapped, the men, and especially the women, all were put into action and empowered this year through our team, Enactus New Beni Suef.
Sanur Cave is situated 70 kilometers southeast of the big city of Beni Suef. There are several quarries there. 70% of the population of the village were working there in the marble quarries till the government knew the importance of the cave to tourism. So they stopped working there and in surrounding mines to ensure its safety. That led to a huge layoff in the labor force, which affected the wages, their income, and forced them to lose their means of living and the jobs they had been doing for generations. So we, Enactus Beni Suef, decided to make a trip there to discover the cave. A combined by some men from the village to show us the way. We were blown away by the beautiful nature and structure of the cave. This stunning cave isn't part of a fairy tale world or a movie, but it's about a reality in our governorate. Sadly, the community members lack the importance and the knowledge about the cave.
Our work began here. We started teaching them how they can work with technology and social media, starting by how they can make events on Facebook. We began to get widespread knowledge about this unique place to make the 7 young people better known to the public. The local guides and organizers are always the best to take you to the most well-known places. And it's not the same with people of Silent Valley. Our mission started here. We started a business for them. It is a company for organizing towers and trips. One trip was organized a week, 60 persons for each trip, 250 persons a month, 3,000 persons a year. We finally reached about 13 persons subscribing our events on Facebook. We trained the people of Thunder Village how they can market for their products, how can they deal with tourists. We also trained about more than 2 men how they can crafts from stalagmites and stalactites and sell them for the tourists. Overall, we're trying to promote the domestic tourism in Beni Suef city to show people how domestic tourism is beneficial for all of us, especially during these circumstances.
على أرض محمية الكهف وادي السنور مجموعة كبيرة جدا من شباب القرية جاءوا إلى هذا المكان وهم بينظموا مع بعض يوم سياحي ترفيهي منذ سنوات طويلة كان أبائهم يعملوا في المحاجر عمال. النهارده هم يجوا يزوروا محمية الكهف وادي السنور كزوار لينشطوا بالسياحة الداخلية، وده بفضل مجهودات مجموعة كبيرة جدا من شباب اناكتس، شباب طلاب الجامعات اللي أضفوا هذه الروح على شباب القرية واستطاعوا في خلال فترة وجيزة أن ينموا روح الحب والاستطلاع.
For generations, fishing was the main source of income in the Sunward village, but it declined due to the increase in the prices of fishing boats and destructive fishing techniques, like using electricity for catching or the use of poison to make the fish float on the surface for an easy catch. The residents of the village used to buy the fishing boats from a man named Am Saad. We met Am Saad and we found out he is an owner of a carpentry workshop. He once told us, "I make the fishing boats with my own hands cheaper than the regular boats prices, and I'd like people to pay me for it, of course. Not a lot, but enough to go on making another one." But sadly, his sales were declining.
So we decided to save Am Saad's business and to help the people of the village to continue with their old profession. That's when we started teaching him a new way of making boats, which is a mixture of plastic bottles and wood, where it will be cheaper and environmentally friendly. How can we get a large number of plastic bottles? Well, the residents of the village have been angry for years against dumping of the garbage in the side roads, which has created moss and led to respiratory diseases due to burning it. To solve this, we taught them how to sort and collect the waste, and they can get an income derived from sorting and collecting activities. Even waste doesn't have to go waste. That was our motto. They can utilize everything, even plastic bottles. Now, instead of using the regular boat that range costs from 2,500 to 3,000 pounds, they can use the plastic boat. They started collecting the plastic bottles from the village. Almost 500 bottles are needed to make one boat. It cost didn't exceed 500 pounds, and the maintenance price doesn't cost a lot, and the maintenance process is easy, as it's removing one of the plastic bottles and replacing it with another one. 7 boats were sold from Am Saad's workshop. That way, Am Saad found a new creative way for making boats, which is cheaper in price, and more people were able to buy these boats, and fishing was stimulated, and we provided a new source of income.
الله سبحانه وتعالى ان احنا فكرنا بفكره مركب صيد خفيفه الصنع في نفس الوقت برضه عمليه مع الصياد، فاي واحد يعني سهل ان هو يتعامل يجيب مركب صيد اللي احنا عملناها، والحمد لله رب العالمين صنعناها في مسافه تدريبي بتاع 4 ساعات. 400 جزازة حية سبعة، والحمد لله رب العالمين عملناها وجربناها تجربة عملية في النيل، وشفت قوتها وقوة تحملها وحركتها. الحمد لله كانت كويسة يعني وجدت.
Getting to know the people of the Salur village day by day, we discovered that they are relatively poor and they suffer from various diseases like liver and kidney. As we all know, poverty and diseases are stuck in an ongoing vicious relationship. One goes a long way towards intensifying the other, with studies demonstrating that infection rates are highest in regions where poverty is rife. Maintaining health practices needs money for sure, and purchasing a hand sanitizer is not in their list of priorities for sure. That's why we were focused to rearrange the list of priorities, dragging health to the top. We are focused to protect the children's health and well-being and from going into adults suffering from liver and kidney infections. That's when we thought of combining both agriculture and health. Let us tell you how.
We found out that most hand sanitizers are made of aloe vera plant, which is the gel of the cactus. This fluid can only be bought from Cairo, which is hard and difficult for the people to travel every single time to get the fluid in order to make a sanitizer. To make it sustainable, we need them to grow the cactus in their land, as their soil is just perfect for it. And also, how to utilize the waste again using plastic bottles to bottle it and extract the aloe vera from it. This way, our sanitizer is ready in plastic bottles, and those bottles were given to the children to ensure the inculcation of hygiene practices among them. 17 women were taught how to make the hand sanitizers in their homes, and by selling it, they will have a new source of income, which is 100 pounds per month. These women taught the other women in the village how to make sanitizer too. Now, applying a hand sanitizer before eating and after going to the toilet is slowly getting into the habit of the children, which means less children will fall sick, which directly means more lives. The idea spread like a wildfire in the nearby villages, like Beni Suef villages, which started to follow the same process.
Continuing with the cubic arts, reduce, reuse, recycle, in our project, we decided to make the animal feed out of the sugarcane waste. More than 60% of the land area of the village is planted with sugarcane. In the harvest season, the sugarcane sticks loses a large amount of paperwork and summits. The villagers used to burn the summits and the sugarcane waste, causing air, land, and water pollution.
Therefore, instead of burning these wastes, we can cut the summits of sugarcane by shredding machine and mix them with manual urea. 10 kilos of urea is added to each ton of the wastes of sugarcane for making animal feeds. This process is so cheaper than the regular method of making animal feeds, and this will also environmentally and the discussion of burning these wastes, and will increase the nutritious value of protein of this process of feeding. But 5 farmers have already using this method in their farms.
احنا كنا بنولع في العفش بتاع القصب ده. بعد ما كنا بننظف القصب نولع في العفش ده. اصبح برضه فكره التاريخ دي ان احنا بنعمل على المواشي، تاكلوا كده المواشي. واصبح ان دي فكره حلوه بنطبقها على طول. ونضربه في النار.
In Upper Egypt, and especially the village, men control the destiny of the women. Then how is it possible to empower women? Simply encouraging women to resist the wishes of the men wouldn't only fail, but will create mistrust of any goodwill attempts from us, the outside, to help their community. Women will gain power only when both men and women begin to respect and accept each other. Developing women's capacity for income generation without threatening men is the key. We try to solve this crisis by talking to both men and women of the village, that both need to have mutual respect and understanding of the roles and capabilities of the society. That way, women are more likely to find their rightful place within the family and the community, and no one is superior than another. Then we did a small survey and asked women where they would like to work, and their answers were?
Some of the women say that they want to work outside the village, but the refusal of their husbands is only obstacle that prevent them from getting outside work and getting outside the village. But after so long discussion between men, well, and our team member, we finally get the acceptance of the work. We trained about 15 women on basic skills and how they can pass interview. 7 of them got employed in the fruit and vegetable factory with average salary £1,000 a month. This means the children will go back to schooling at the first time they lifted to assist their mothers.
Other women wanted to work in sewing because in 2009 there was a sewing workshop for women, but it was closed due to various reasons like the lack of marketing, low salaries, and the negligence that lead to several damages to the machine there. So we made a deal with the sponsor to fix the machine and reopen the workshop again. 12 women got back to sewing, and we targeted women who were divorced, widows, and the only source of income in their families. In fact, the work and training in the workshop have become better than ever with a real high-quality product. They produce around 200 pieces of clothes per month, and their average income around £900 monthly.
We also came to know that some of the handicapped women have some handicraft skills from their early ages. So we decided to develop these skills and add some new skills required in the market. 20 women are now working in handmade crafts, 5 of them are handicapped, and their average income is around £400 a month.
To make all these projects sustainable, we taught these women how to market their products, how to deal with the stores, and how to know the needs of labor market. Furthermore, we also made deals with certain stores in Beni Suef to buy their products, and by selling it, they will have a new source of income, and they will have the marketing and production.
Continuing with our last year project في الجامعة website, but with few adjustments. The site was being used by university students